Listen.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to PBZ TV, the show where we talk about the culture, memes, games, music, TV, whatever the hell we want to talk about, we want to talk about it. I am James, this is
Tom.
And we're going to get into it today. Tom, you've got some special stuff planned for this episode.
Yeah, we're going to do it.
I'm looking forward to it.
We're going to do a special edition predictions episode, mainly around 2026, but not strictly 2026. But let's just get it out there. Let's put it out there. Let's see if we get things right. We can look back at it next time next year and go, what the hell are we talking about?
You're fucking retarded, man.
You said that? I said that?
That was the dumbest thing I ever said. Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
So, but before we get into it, I know you've been like wanting
Yes.
to literally get this off your chest since you've seen it, but you want to talk about
this
the
is
new
an
Superman film.
extremely important topic, okay? James Gunn is a creative genius. I will glaze the gun man all day, every day. The director of the new Superman's been finally done right.
Right.
Finally done right.
What? Better than the originals?
Yeah. It's the best
Christopher
Superman
Reeves.
movie. Best Superman movie I've ever seen. It is. It's just, it just
Your
is.
Donald Trump impression already.
I'm telling you right now, it's the best. It's better than me. Maybe not. Maybe it is. But no, I'm serious. Like, Superman always gets the rap as like a boring superhero. He gets the same kind of rap as Captain America, where
he's
just a goody two shoes. And because he's so overpowered, he gets written into a box where most writers don't know what to do with him, so they essentially take him out of the story. You'll see this in a lot of like maybe random Justice League episodes, the animated series, or you'll see it in Man of Steel, for instance, where like in Man of Steel, he's just a different person. Like, Man of Steel is essentially a movie about fucking Homelander. Like, I despise Man of Steel as a movie. I love Henry Cavill as a casting choice, but he was done dirty by that movie. Like, the reason Superman is good is because he is a farm boy from down the road. That is him in his head. He's not an alien god who's silent all the time and is just mewing constantly. He's just mogging everyone in every scene he's in. I can't stand it. I'm not even going to bring in Batman and Superman. That made me want to spit at the TV. Fucking atrocious. But it was finally the characterization of him was done perfectly. Like, he's saving squirrels and like cats from trees. Like, that is Superman right there. That's why he's the symbol of hope, son.
But if you've gone from Man of Steel to him helping cats and squirrels out trees,
because he doesn't do that. In Man of Steel, he literally lets his dad die in a tornado. He would not do that.
Oh, that's where the memes. I haven't seen Man of Steel either. Yeah.
Let me die. No, you fucking retarded.
Just get him, right? Just go grab him.
Yeah, literally. He's so fast he could get you before anyone would know.
He could probably he could stop the tornado if he wanted to, probably.
Yeah, and there's finally some comic book accuracy in there. There are, like, it's not a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I will say there are some things where I think he needed to show a little bit more power, because essentially the entire movie is Superman getting wailed on. Okay. He's just getting beaten up for a lot of it. But Superman does that a lot because he holds back a hell of a lot.
Right.
Because he knows he can take it.
Yeah,
Superman kind of just gets whooped around a hell of a lot before he actually does anything.
Yeah.
I think the only person he really goes all out on is like enemies like Darkseid and Doomsday. But I'm just glad that the DC universe is back in a way that it can now compete with Marvel. Because before the whole MCU thing kicked off, I was always DC before Marvel. And all I've had is the animated shows to eat on.
Well, Marvel went all out, right? And like DC just couldn't even.
I think they did something that will never be replicated in cinema ever again. I don't even think the DC universe will manage to like do it the way the MCU did. Nor do I think they should aim to replicate it that way.
They've overdone it though.
Yeah, I think it ended in Endgame. I think a lot of us feel like that. The story concluded.
Yeah, and it's just carried on and like, really?
Yeah, and I think trying to create another connected universe hasn't worked the same way.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what the actual answer is to why the MCU's fallen off. You could say bad writing, you could say the characters that were picked. I think
just rushing well, I mean, they have to.
Yeah, it feels rushed. It feels like every single movie is just a set for a sequel. And I think that makes each movie feel less significant.
Well, you got to think about it even more then at that point. You're like, right, we've got to do this way, otherwise it's going to contradict like what we do for this one.
A lot of movies, people are sat there watching it just for the post-cred to figure out what the next big bad is. Because they know the formula that's coming. And if they don't get a satisfying payoff in the post-cred, they're just pissed off in the movie. Whoa. I think the only movie people have liked so far are the Thunderbolts from Marvel. And there's fairly good reception to the Fantastic Four.
I feel like Spider-Man one was good after Endgame. To be fair. Yeah.
But again, Spider-Man are kind of a separate classification because they are still kind of half Sony things.
Yeah, true.
I saw a podcast clip the other day of apparently there was a producer that was approached in the early days of the whole, like, I think it's maybe before the Maguire movies, and I think that Sony was essentially, there was an offer to bring Spider-Man into the MCU super early for dirt cheap.
Really?
And they said no. And they said no. And it's literally just one lady's fault. And she turned it down twice.
Didn't Michael Jackson want to buy?
He wanted to buy a lot of things, mate.
But he wanted to buy Marvel, I'm pretty sure, or something like that.
Wouldn't be surprised. Because at the time, it would have been an absolute bargain if he did. Because I think the Blade movie is the only reason that Marvel is still here. The children, yeah.
He's just idiot, they want to play Marvel. Yeah, I think... Yeah, a lot of fumbles probably happened back then.
But I kind of treat Spider-Man as a separate entity.
Yeah, because it's like Hulk before that as well. It didn't really start till Iron Man, right? So
don't get me started on Hulk in the MCU. Never has there been a character assassination worse. I'd say he's been done worse than Superman in movies, to be honest. Because again, Hulk is one where it's hard to do it justice. Like the early Hulk movies where people took the piss because of CGI, whereas actually looking back on it, that's a much truer form of Hulk than the smart, funny one.
And he's got to be like one of the most popular as well, right? Like if you combine him, DC and
comic wise,
yeah,
he's
just
definitely
in general,
top 10, 100% in terms of like sales or popularity.
Yeah,
the big three is Batman, Superman, Spider-Man.
Yeah,
they are like the.
But I would put Hulk in the top 5. I'd say he's like just behind that from a popularity point of view.
It depends. Are we including groups? Or is it just individual
As in,
heroes?
Like X-Men and like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, because then X-Men, Fantastic Four, Avengers are like supposed to be in a top 5
like
list.
The Avengers weren't really until like.
No, the Avengers were made popular by Marvel. I think that's where, if it had a very homegrown feel, the X-Men were always bigger than the Avengers.
Yeah,
because the Avengers were never a constant group. They came together as something needed to happen.
Yeah, like stuff going down.
Yeah, exactly. So, but as opposed to the Justice League, which is actual constant that keeps going. Until some multiversal crisis keeps happening. After the Superman movie, I dived so deep in like comics explain videos, trying to figure out the lore and like the power scaling in different verses.
Yeah,
both of them are so complicated, and trying to figure out who's like the top dogs in each universe. So, just to dive into that a little bit, you've got in DC, you've got the Presence, essentially God, in that. And then you've got Michael and Lucifer Morningstar as the next two most powerful things. And then Michael had a daughter, Lucifer's niece, that the Presence has actually given the power of God to her. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but she is technically God in DC Universe. The only person above that is technically the writer, because there are stories where people can interact with the writer.
What?
Yeah.
As in, like, he controls everything?
Yeah. And there's some... I can't remember if it was a story, because there's a fifth dimensional being called Mr. Spitlick or something, where he's just like a little gremlin that comes out and he's got like a top hat and constantly fucks around with like Superman and Spider-Man because he thinks it's Superman and Batman because he thinks it's funny, and because he thinks Superman's a person is going to give him a challenge, and you kind of have to trick him. He's kind of like some fairy tale thing.
Yeah.
So he works in the fifth dimension, so he can kind of
he's just
mess around
in
Hollywood
anything at that point.
Yeah, kind of. But even he's separate from the writer. So it goes the writer, the Presence, fifth dimensional beings, and it goes down. But Marvel can be even more complex because you've got the one above all, the one below all, which Hulk actually gets his powers from, which we thought was gamma radiation. Actually, the origin of that is the one below all, technically hell in that universe. But also in that universe, there's Mephisto, who is like the devil. So that doesn't make any sense. And then you've got multiversal and outerversal beings. So you've got Perpetua.
Right.
Infinity and Eternity. Like these are all like this comic storylines, especially getting into Marvel, like Fantastic Four, for instance. The child of Reed and Susan Storm. God, what's his name? But essentially,
just named like everything in every comic, and you forget what.
But essentially, the kid of the Fantastic Four is broken. He can create universes in his hand, like. And he's essentially interlinked with Galactus, the eater
Where
of
does
worlds.
it stop?
It doesn't. The comics are fucking insane.
It's just like, right, we've done everything we can with Superman, Batman, and all the other, and we just made villains for him, and we've got further and further and further.
It's definitely a criticism of the comics that I think the multiversal and outerversal stuff has gotten too far, because they just keep inventing new eras of power for things, and you think this is the biggest, oh no, there's this one.
Yeah, it's always a big...
It's always a bigger fish.
It's always a bigger fish.
Every time, but yeah, it's going back to the original point, because I've obviously been sent down the rabbit hole role here.
Yeah, damn.
Superman's finally been done right from a character perspective, because that's what we always get wrong. They always think he's like, it's always struggling between God and man, and he's never struggling. He's just a dude from down the road.
But what about, well, don't get into any spoilers or anything. Don't
Yeah.
ruin it for me or anyone else listening. But
You ain't seen it. Leave this building right now.
please don't hurry. So he doesn't like fly around the world and just stop things happening, because he used to just do that all the time. That's
He
like
can
a
do.
major plot hole. And like, why don't you just do that all the time then? Something bad happens, just fly back.
They kind of get into it in the movie, where there is a conflict fairly reminiscent to one of the ones that might be happening right now.
Okay, right.
And he goes over and just goes, nah, none of that. Stop killing people. And then they obviously do the whole like fake news bit, like he's supporting them for no reason. He's a fucking enemy of this.
That's cool.
So they do actually cover it, and actually like there's some talks between like the US government, like, the fuck do we do about this? It's one of the plots for storylines. For instance, there's an animated movie which is absolutely brilliant called Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, where Lex Luthor becomes the president. And he has hired a super team to work directly under the United States. And they basically frame Superman for a crime. And they then have to basically bring him in.
Because that's what would happen in real world, really. That's why The Boys always strikes me as like true to world, real life.
But of course, because they challenged the world finest, they got their ass kicked. When Superman and Batman team up, there's not a fucking being in this universe that could stop them, bro.
Well, yeah, they're the...
Oh, mate, the movie's
They're
so
the
good.
Golden Boys.
Oh, they're actually goated, mate. Because they're actually canonically best pals, best friends. They are each other's favourite superhero, which is what I love the most. And they're both
Such
symbols.
a cop-out, though, isn't it, really?
It's not a fucking cop-out. Bloody brilliant. They're
Well, at least they're not hipsters. Or like, oh, I actually prefer them.
No, they're like symbols of hope and fear, both in their own rights, for completely different reasons. And they respect where each other came from. Because, for instance, Batman respects that Cal essentially came from great tragedy and turned it into great hope for people. And Superman appreciates how Batman could have gone into a super dark place, but has turned that into a place where the cowl inspires hope in some people and fear in the villains. And they do things that the others cannot. And they are like best pals, bro. They're so broskies in like everything else. I love it, mate. You never really get to see it. This one, the movies were... There's fan fiction. May or may not have read it. But I'm just finally glad they're starting to introduce these characters. And the debate now is whether they're going to bring in Robert Pattinson's Batman into the Superman universe, which I don't recommend. They are like a standalone, separate thing. Yeah. Because they have definitely leaned far more into the comic book fantastical elements of Justice League and Superman here.
Yeah, because
they're starting
Batman's
3 years.
More of like a...
Yeah, they went for like because the reason the Batman movie is really good, but they went super grounded. So Batman doesn't deal with it. I think he's like 1 year in or like a few years in, and he doesn't deal with any supernatural threats or anything like that, or metahumans. You know, metahumans is like the superheroes of this world. They've existed for like 300 years in DC. So
as in just normal villains and stuff, or like
like people with superpowers have existed for over 300 years. So it's very normal in that society. So when you didn't address it in Batman, it's kind of a separate timeline. So I'm treating that as like a separate comic run from another writer. So we need to find a new Batman that can tackle certain things in the same universe as Spider-Man. Because Batman does run the ones with like immortal beings with ridiculous strength and somehow still manages to knock them out and dodge them and dodge things that he shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, I don't think Robert Pattinson can do that now, though, because not that.
Yeah,
because he's done Batman so well in his own way. Yeah, if they
it's a
brought
separate
him
comic
in,
run. That's how I'm seeing it, and I appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah, but he's like struggling against just like.
He's just fighting goons and stuff. Whereas like the Batman in the comics is an absolute demon.
Well, that's what I mean. If you put him in there and he starts doing that, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, like
what?
you couldn't imagine Robert Pattinson's Batman going up against comic book Bane. Not like the Bane from The Dark Knight Rises, where they just gave him an accent and some muscles. First of all, he was supposed to be Hispanic. I don't know why they decided to make him a British man. I kind of loved it, though. I don't know what I love The Dark Knight, but there was something about the voices they chose that have become eternal memes. Like, as in, I love Batman to the core of my being.
Oh, right, yeah, I get what you mean. Like,
but the voice that he did,
the Joker voice,
has never left. Like, the Joker was actually just a great take. Like, that's one that would go down.
Yeah, but that was
the greatest. I love it. It's the greatest thing of all time. But you know, Batman, what it is. But like, what is it? But yeah, it was. Doesn't happen anywhere else ever, and it's just like. even in the Ben Affleck ones, he has a voice changer. And it makes more sense if you don't want people to recognise your voice. Because it's basically been a lot of the same voice actor in the animated ones, Kevin Conroy, rest in peace, greatest Batman of all time. So, yeah, I'm hoping they get that right. I don't know who they're going to cast as Batman, but
there will be another one then.
I hope so.
So it's been a success.
Because the guy who directed the Batman has said he wanted a grounded Batman story, and it is separate. He said,
Don't mix the two. Don't.
No. They have to do something different because it just wouldn't make any sense.
Can I ruin your perception on said Superman though?
Oh God.
Because he was doing a photo shoot and he didn't have his trunks on.
What, David Cornsweat?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Oh, it's terrible.
I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if it's going to... I'll put it over the top. But
Alfred, zoom in on that.
Someone said it's almost as bad as when Triple H didn't have his knee pads on.
Oh, he's naked. Oh, what the fuck? My eyes. Yo, never show me that again.
Sorry, no, I saw it and I was like, I can't unsee it, so now you can't unsee it.
Yeah, that's
Sorry
wild. But you know, they even have like an in-universe explanation for it because you look back at the Silver Age. So this is when you go back in the comics, the early days of comics. Silver Age comics are like, Batman in the grey and he's still doing the pow, bam, and all that kind of stuff, right? They've kind of kept the same things, but they've changed the reasoning for why the uniforms stay the same. And the Superman one especially, they went with the bright red, super obvious trunks this time. Yeah. It's because it's to make kids feel comfortable. When you have a guy who has utter godly powers that probably just demolished like a kaiju monster in the middle of the road,
it's like
when he floats down in a large red pair of pants, you feel a bit more confident as opposed to if he came down like an all-black stealth suit. You'd be like, oh, we're so cooked, chat, we're so cooked.
Yeah, to be fair.
So that's why they do it. Batman is less so these days, but that's why, again, he used to wear it as well because he wasn't so intimidating. So I'm glad they just gave a reason for it.
Yeah, that's true. That'd be weird to see Superman like dark mode, emo.
Well, you did see it in the fucking Justice League movies. They gave him an all black suit with no trunks. He just looked like a straight villain, and he acted like a straight villain half the time. Barely any emotion, none of that farm boy spirit. Just spraying people with. He's basically Omni-Man in most of it.
Yeah, that just sounds like Homelander, but without. Even he wears.
But
the
without
colours.
the breast milk, yeah.
Yeah. The best part.
Best part. But yeah, comic rants aside, Superman's amazing. Go and see it. One of the greatest movies this year, 1,000%.
So we were going to start off quickly with that, but that went on a little bit. But
my bad, y'all.
I mean, I'm going to see it now. I'm going to see it.
I can't believe you haven't seen it, mate. It's bloody
brilliant.
brilliant.
You've said it about 4,000 times, but
see it now.
Yeah, okay.
Where is it?
I'm going to watch it right now after this.
You fucking know.
No, the next time I'll come back and I'll give you my verdict.
Verdict better be good. Take no slander.
Trolling.
I'll cancel this podcast right now.
Anyway, let's get into the predictions, right? Let's go into it. Let's start off with who we think maybe the NBA champions are going to be for the 2026. For 2026.
The thing is, there hasn't really been many off-season moves of like merit.
Yeah, it's still early, isn't it? Like, when does it actually kick off? Is it like
it'll be
October,
Halloween,
right? Yeah, late October.
So pre-season
games. They get
games.
loads of time off.
Yeah, pre-season games will start very. It's because like Luka right now is overseas playing for Slovenia for like a tournament or something. So sometimes they need like playing somewhere else time. And it's often done for the rookies to get summer league.
Yeah.
So you get like a whole like good summer league run. There's not really any kind of like generational rookies coming out this season, I don't think. I'm not sure if there's another French guy like Wembanyama who's like the same height and still as skilled that was coming out. I don't. Honestly, Europe is producing some absolute monsters right now.
They put in the milk, bro.
Yeah, I don't know mon ami, but it is good, no. But I don't really think there's anything of merit. I mean, Luka scaled down massively, so he looks like he's lost a ton of weight.
I've seen it.
And everyone's just like skinny Luka looking crazy right now. But also, year one of a team like that is never going to really work massively well.
Yeah. Yeah, unless they pull in some like crazy trades or something.
So the Lakers are looking pretty strong. I think OKC will still be the favourite coming out the gate because they haven't lost anyone, and Shea will just be going from stride to stride to stride.
What about the Nuggets?
The Nuggies, they didn't make any moves, I don't think. So
it's still in the same team then, theoretically.
Yeah, they're still the same team. So they're still. I think if Jokic starts caring more about basketball than he does horse racing, maybe they'll start winning some shit. Yeah.
That's when you get too good.
Have you seen videos of him at horse race? His horse won the other day, and he's there crying. He's there crying next to this. Like,
it's the journey, isn't it?
And then on the court, he's like, "Thank you for this trophy." When he won the championship, couldn't give a fuck. I kind of respect the fact that it's just a 9 to 5 for him.
It's too easy, isn't it? It's one of those things. When it gets too easy, there's no
honestly, he's
passion in it.
He's on a different level, man. So I'm trying to think of. I mean, my pick's still on OKC because loads of people got hurt. So Tyrese Halliburton's coming back from an ACL. Jason Tatum's coming back from an ACL. So the Indiana Pacers and Boston will not be a threat this year.
Sounds like the Knicks might have a chance in the East.
I think they need to make a move or two. Yeah. But usually this is historically the last words from your GM team there. But they had some good momentum. They really did.
A man can dream.
A man can dream. So right now, my favourite is still OKC. A lot of people still have hope in the Golden State Warriors, and they think that Curry might have a last run, but with only Jimmy B to back him up. And
Jimmy B's there now.
Yeah, they get quite a Butler.
Oh my god,
it's a pretty mad combo. They work pretty well. They had some pretty good momentum.
Yeah, because he's a slasher, really, isn't he? He's like a bit more like
so he plays off. They play off each other really well. I didn't really see Jimmy B go playoff mode the same way he has done before. I think we all just kind of expect him to turn into a completely different person since the playoffs roll around. I think he must have plateaued at this point.
Was he is it the whole last season he was there? Oh my god.
I think, no, halfway. Okay. I can't remember when exactly he was traded, but like he was playing for one team and then next time because he wanted out. I think it was Miami he wanted out. But Pat Riley was having none of it. Pat Riley was a hard ass, always has been. And that was his main beef, apparently.
Still going? Like, he's got to be like,
he's in back office doing like GM stuff.
How old is he now? He's got
fucking like 1 billion, mate. But when you drink the souls of NBA players to stay young, that's what Pat Riley does, mate. Outrageous. Everything even when he had Shaq and Wade on the team, things like that, or when he was like, it is Pat's way. Like even with those kind of personalities, that's a coach right there.
It works, right? So
yeah, one of the goats, mate. One of the goats.
Exactly.
I think someone scary joined the Spurs. I think Chris Paul joined the Spurs.
That's not scary. He's like 40 years old. Although he never really was that athletic.
No, he didn't really use that as part of his game. I think the LeBron's longevity is really like poo-pooing how good people like Chris Paul's and KD's are.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But I looked at the stat the other day that LeBron has outlasted the next 7 first-round picks that came after him.
That's crazy.
It's like Blake Griffin and everyone else. He fucking outlasted them all. He's so inevitable, bro. Honestly,
how long has he got left?
He hasn't confirmed anything about this being his last year. I reckon the next year will be his last year.
I think he'll announce it it'll do like a John Cena. Like
he'll do it way ahead of. Because I think the entire planet will need mourning time. I will be in shock
for forever. You're in shock now, and it hasn't even been announced.
You know when you look at a pet and you go, "Don't die."
No.
That's how I feel about Bron, bro. I'm not going to be right. I'm not going to be right.
Damn.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw out there. I'm just going to say that LA do some madness, and Luka carries the team. They get a trade, and I don't know who yet, but I reckon there's some serious challenge there for them next year.
They have De'Aaron Fox, the Spurs.
I'm just saying it now. I'm putting it out. That's my prediction. It's going to look like an absolute fool.
No, to be fair, the Lakers are a good shout.
Okay, cool. I'll take that then.
Pelling because Luka's super in shape. Been learning directly from LeBron. LeBron's not done yet. They made it. Who did they get as their center?
And Luka's like the only big talent of this generation that hasn't won one yet. A chip.
Yeah, I mean, Luka got the Dallas to like a big championship.
That's what I mean.
He got to the finals beforehand, and he definitely have the pieces now to push him over the edge. The Lakers picked up DeAndre Ayton as a really good center.
Yeah.
So now there's him.
Was that Phoenix, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. And they still got Dalton Connect and Rui Hachimura and all that. And they picked up Marcus Smart. Do you remember Marcus Smart from Boston?
Yeah.
The absolutely rabid defender. So that's a squad.
See,
that's a squaddy. So for the story, Ron gets his 5th
so
chip. Becomes the greatest of all time.
You've got OKC.
Yeah.
I'm getting and I'm going with your boy.
Yeah, this is weird, but I just think their bench is too deep. Because even that, their starting five is great, but then there's no depth. And I think that will hurt them.
I think that's going to be 1-0 me then.
We'll see.
All right, next one. GTA 6. Its release, its reception of how long it's taken. And I know you just said before, like, you're going to be sad that the meme's going to die because...
Yeah. No, we won't remember saying before GTA 6.
Yeah, now it's after... We got this after GTA. I don't know.
I feel like we need to change how we measure time to be like before GTA 6, after GTA 6.
Yeah, maybe that should be.
Christ needs to go out, GTA needs to go in. We need to reset the timeline.
I think I want to go in here and say it's probably going to be the greatest game of all time.
Well,
it's definitely going to be the highest selling, 100%.
Hopefully.
But I just back Rockstar, man. Like, Red Dead 2 was unreally...
Yeah. The one thing about Rockstar is I hope they've updated a few things. Because Rockstar always tends to do really well with a story. Like, for a game where you spend a lot of your time after you finish the campaign, mostly doing online fuckery with your mates, right?
Yeah.
Even on Red Dead.
Well, they dragged that out for 10 years, 12 years now.
Yeah. So they've been quite good in terms of the back end. I mean, creating new experiences after the fact. Because I think they'll have to adapt to a world where there's like Fortnite and custom games and all that kind of stuff. I wonder how much more variety and things they could really add into GTA. I think that'll be a big part of the stuff we haven't seen yet.
It's like a new map.
Well, new map, I think just like how people can create game modes and custom games. I think if they make that really robust, the community will keep it alive even longer than GTA ever could. Because that's what keeps Fortnite running mostly, custom maps and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Even games like Halo 3 were kept alive for decades purely because people were running custom game servers.
That's true.
So I think that'll be a big part of it for the multiplayer. But then I think story-wise, I think people will give it shit. I think we're in an age where they'll give the story shit. Mainly because there's a female protagonist. I think people will call it woke. I'm predicting it now that they'll put emphasis on the female character for 5 seconds, and then Neckbeard is going to be like, "Oh, it's got women in it." And
yeah, but that's what Rockstar are really good at. I mean, taking
having female protagonists.
No, not having that obviously, but like just. I mean, just listen to GTA radio. Do you know what I mean? Like, I know most of.
Well, they're not going to change that. They'll fuck.
No, but that's what I mean. I don't think they'll buy into. I don't think they'll go down that route.
Well, I don't think this is going to be the first one where, like, I'm guessing the people we see in the trailer, they're going to be main characters. We'll probably switch between them, maybe like we did on GTA 5. Sorry.
Yeah, I think there'll be that. I think you'll be able to switch between the two. Well, you will. I'm pretty sure.
I just hope the story's good enough and it doesn't get flack, because everything gets flack for basically anything that doesn't include a white dude in it.
I mean,
think about it, bro.
Franklin was black. CJ.
Oh, but that was before woke took off.
Okay. Yeah, right. Well,
but I think that's the only thing it will get back. They'll say something about the story, basically.
I don't think.
But the gameplay will be amazing.
I think it'll be so good that people won't even.
I hope so. Because also, I want them to upgrade the mechanics a bit. Because one thing you'll know you've felt it is how always sluggish that the characters are in every Red Dead game or every Rockstar game. And they have this thing where they've kind of got outdated game mechanics in how like cutscenes will start and how you have to like when you turn around, you're like, oh, fucking hell, and it's like takes ages.
You feel heavy.
Even on newer games like Red Dead, because they haven't updated the engine that makes that shit. But they can't change it too much because that's also a unique feel of how GTA works. But I just want it to be a tad more responsive, because the amount of just pure like accidents and fuckery that happen when you're like just trying to change angle, jump over a wall, you fall over it because the fucking game's broke.
There's not really much difference when you're drunk as well in the game. And
I'm not even sure if that's an intentional feature, just to create more memories off the back of you fucking something up, because the driving's slightly wank or the running mechanics a bit bad.
Yeah, but I've seen loads of like things online where people think that GTA 4 is actually like it was ahead of its time. It was for the mechanics.
It was fucking well ahead of its time.
Yeah, but like,
they've rested on that laurel for ages.
But when you played that, the driving was crazy hard compared to anything GTA wise.
I can't remember now because we spent so much time in it that I feel like we mastered it. But then, I wasn't playing many racing games before.
Backwards a little, like they went more realistic for that, and then in GTA 5, it went sort of back a little bit, like it wasn't.
Yeah, I do remember some early controversy of it being.
I remember just flying through the windows as Nico going, like. You didn't have your seatbelt.
That was intentional though. That creates some banger moments, mate.
I know, but then you'd like slightly move, and your back end would just like go.
Yeah.
And you're like,
I think the more impressive thing was how robust Nico was. The amount of times I flew out that windshield and didn't die.
yeah, he's just like, oh,
Russia made, mate. Actually, I don't know where he came from. It's part of the story. I watched a retrospective on the story the other day of like actually how good it was and how like the commentary it was on the American Dream and shit. I was like, damn.
I think they're going to remaster.
Playing back then, I was like, I did not know it was that deep, but it kind of was.
I think there's rumours that it's getting remastered.
It deserves it.
Yeah,
Like
I think so.
What games deserve a remaster in your like top 3?
I mean, I just want to play Modern Warfare 2 like online.
They've already
again.
remastered that.
Yeah, they've done the campaign, but they haven't remastered the.
They haven't done the online.
No.
Fuck,
You can
they
play it on
playing?
Xbox and stuff still, like you said, with backwards compatible, but like literally doing it.
Interesting. I thought they did both at the same time. Why would they just do the campaign?
And I'd really want them to just like drop a zombies like game itself. I'd buy that with all the maps. And
Yeah, I mean,
remastered
have you
and-
seen the new trailer for the new COD?
No. Yeah.
It looks like Advanced Warfare.
I know.
It looks
I don't even
fucking
wanna-
poopy stinky.
yeah.
So, Battlefield 6,
Battlefield
here
it
we come,
is.
baby.
What? Here they go. They're back with a win. But I think, do you think GTA will like? Well, look, do you reckon it like when GTA 5 dropped, there was 2-week period because they needed to fix like online or get it ready for it.
Yeah,
and then you got stuck in the clouds for like 10 hours.
Jesus Christ, they've delayed this so many times. If this launch is broke, that could be something.
But
that
do you
really,
think it will
really
be like
fucks
that, where they just drop single player again and multiplayer isn't available until like a month after or something?
They've had enough time. They've had like 10 years to make this game, bro. It cannot launch broken.
I don't think that Red Dead Online dropped when the game came out either. But I think they do that on purpose so that you play the story.
I mean, if it's an intentional decision and both work perfectly when they come out, I'm fine with that. But I'm sick to the back teeth of studios launching games early for money and the game is not finished.
So that's why I think that it will be the greatest game of all time because of this reason.
Because they've delayed it a few times.
Yeah,
just
it does.
to avoid that. So I'm guessing that was the reason. It better fucking be the reason. Do you know how livid the gaming community would be?
For you,
you fucking listen here, brother. What you gonna do? But yeah, they need to get it right.
Yeah.
Like every game's getting some serious shit. I'm not sure Ubisoft's recovered from anything is launched because everything launches broken and full of microtransactions.
Yeah.
Everyone's sick of it, but the games that are getting the most praise are things like Space Marines 2, like Helldivers, and a few errors here and there, but like they're finished launched games that are just fun in their own right. And the microtransactions aren't very visible, they're not a key part of it. I think we're in this era now where those mid-sized games are becoming more and more popular. I'm loving it because they don't cost 70 quid when they come out, 75 quid.
Last thing on GTA though, before we go on. I mean, do you think because how GTA 5 again launched literally right on the end of like that era of like Xbox 360, PS3, right?
Yeah, it had to code.
So then they released it again pretty much straight away for PS4.
For next gen.
No, but I feel like that's not until I think 27, 28 or something like that. What the rumors I've heard. But again, that's quite close. So I feel like they'll push this to the limits, and the new ones will come out, and they'll just be like, oh, we could have made it even better. Just like GTA 5 could have been probably a little bit better if they waited a little bit longer.
We're in an era where like the machines created to play games, I think, have reached their peak. Because essentially they're just going to become PCs.
They're just PCs.
And even if you tried to build the world's most expensive PC, the only thing you can really do on that is play 4K with like 150 refresh rate or something like that.
Imagine they made like 240 refresh rate, 8K
but
GTA.
But like a
7.
refresh rate in graphics make no difference in a GTA game, in my opinion. For like, because a lot of it is about gameplay.
Yeah.
I think we've been through an era where like
but
the main selling points has been graphics for things.
Yeah, that's okay.
And a lot of people don't even have TVs that could even show the graphics.
Yeah, that's the point. But you know when you like play PS2 and you're like, damn, this
but
guy looks just
those
like...
jumps aren't happening anymore.
Yeah, but but at the time you thought that was like, this can't get any better than this. This is...
Maybe I'm acting like an old Victorian scientist. Like, we've already discovered everything.
Maybe.
Cars, motor vehicles, don't be silly.
That's how you sound to me right now.
The future is now, old man. But I'm saying, but just look at the jump between PS4 and PS5. Was that shocking to you in any way?
But
we didn't even.
Do you know what I would say though?
Pitch.
I have played some old PS4 games that were like relatively early days on the PS5, and I'm like, do I need glasses? Like, what is...
Yeah,
maybe I do.
Yeah, because if they're made early doors of PS4,
whoa.
they would have also been compatible for PS3.
I played
so you have to
Battlefield
remember
4,
that.
which I'm pretty sure came in like 2018 or something like that.
Blurry mess, yeah.
I couldn't see anything.
Yeah, or either that, we're old and blind. I used to
I
feel
don't think
blind
so.
playing Battlefield 4 back in the day anyway. But
I generally just remember it being... And even I played Battlefield 1, like I launched that the other day. I mean, to be fair, I launched into a game and like it was just crazy. And I was like, wow, this game was unreal. But obviously not.
Most time you get killed standing around being in awe of what's happening. Like.
Literally, I was getting sniped out on a big hill, but I was looking at, what's the blimp thing?
Yeah, well, they're blimps, aren't they? Hindenburg.
That's it, yeah.
But that's the name of one blimp, is it not?
I don't know. I thought
it's just a famous one at Baron.
I thought they were all called that.
Oh, there's Hindenburgs up there.
All these Titanics in the bloody water.
Well, I'm calling every boat now.
Look at that Titanic.
Oh no, it's Titanic.
It's a cruise ship. Huh? Yeah, I just literally joined and it was just like blowing up, and I'm like, I don't even know if that was the objective of the game. That happened normally, but I was there like, it's like, it's beautiful. As I'm getting bullets going past my head. But
I could understand. Maybe we've gotten used to a certain amount of graphics.
Yeah.
But like,
it looked beautiful. But then I looked a bit closer and I was like,
I think there will only be micro improvements we can make, because the jump from 360 to PS4 or Xbox to the next thing, that was massive. I don't think we'll ever have a leap that big again in terms of how the controller improved. Like the things like rumble haptics, how they're like the motion sensors are like used in games. There was.
If you think about the speed of like the PlayStation 5, like, and you know, they're like, no loading, you still do. But
that's what pissed me off, because I find there is,
but you're not thinking about it. It was long back in the day.
It was long.
You know, when you now you go, just close the game and restart it.
I experienced this.
Someone told you to do that, you'd be like, I'm just going to bed then.
Yeah.
What's the point? Because it's going to take ages to get through all this.
Yeah, I was replaying Skyrim the other day, and I've been going back and playing the Arkham games, the Batman ones. And the newest Batman, made obviously for PS5 and PS4, when you walk into a door or something, you don't go to a loading screen. But on the other last two, you do. See. And they're not long, because I'm playing it on the PS5 and then the remastered edition. Yeah. But I remember when they used to give you things to look at and play with. They did in Skyrim, where you get like these little facts, and then you get these like floating little things you can mess around with them, because you would be waiting that long. You'd have to have something to do. Like,
remember mini games in the loading parts and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think games mask it really now in impressive ways. So you probably would have seen this in games like God of War or like The Last of Us, where, you know, those times where they just make you like get through a small halt for no reason.
Yeah,
those are loaded screens.
Whoa.
They hide them in there.
It's genius.
I always used to think
they're a bit annoying though as well, though. But maybe not.
They're a bit annoying, being like in the back end, like, why am I squeezing through all these little holes? It's because that's basically loading the next area, but they managed to hide it in a gameplay thing, which is absolutely insane. But
no cap.
Yeah, all cat. No lie, chat. No lie.
Wow. That's incredible.
But then back in the day, that would have just been a black screen. But I get you.
It's that bar.
I think it is maybe a special episode one day. We'll boot back up a 360 and just see how pissed off we get of how long it takes. When we get red rings, or we have to take the disc out again, go and then clean it off again and put it back in. And it's like, wow, the things we used to have to do. Like, you used to have to beat the shit out of your games consoles, getting worse sometimes. Like going back and playing the fucking like.
And then just sit there waiting for the.
Yeah, you have to fucking molest an NES cartridge. Like, and then you put it back in. Things you used to have to do to get some entertainment around here.
It worked.
Trying to put a video in the video player. Oh fuck! I haven't rewound it. I
just can't believe it.
I've got to rewind all that.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
The things we used to have to do, man. You fucking twizzle that shit back around, fuck with his nipples, and then put it back in. It's like, I just want to watch a fucking video.
Yeah, but it's fuming though, isn't it? When you put it in and you, like, it's a part you haven't seen yet because you let it go or something. You're like, spoilers.
I mean, even if you think about a DVD, finding the DVD, make sure the DVD's clean, put the DVD in, wait for it to load up to the screen. Hopefully it loads. If not, you have to fucking turn the DVD player off and on again. And then maybe this is the quality DVD player I was having. And then eventually it will get to the screen where you can select.
Why did that work though? Like, just absolutely elbow drop your DVD disc and it'll work. You're like, yeah.
You just got to beat it up, molest it, whatever you got to do to make it work, and you just have to do that.
And it did, it worked.
Yeah, it did. And then sometimes you have to sit through some pre-done ads that they put in your video or DVD before you actually got to the movie itself. It's like, wow.
But then, which you still a car.
Yeah. Can't unfuck a swan. It's my fucking favourite version of those.
All right, last one, because it's running out of time. Okay. But the World Cup is next year.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so...
The US is winning, they shoot everyone on the field.
That would be very American.
Yeah.
Actually.
Eagle noise.
Is it coming home?
Well, they fucking should do. The women bring it home every fucking year, so the men need to pull their finger out. I think I know nothing about current squads right now, or like who's just the most indomitable force in the world right now in terms of, is there like just certain players that are just monsters right now that we have no hope of ever defeating?
I would say we're probably in the top 3 favourites, probably.
The thing is, we're always in the favourites, though.
No, we never used to.
Really?
We did wait for a while. We did when I was growing up.
We had like Rooney and Gerrard all in one team.
That was called the golden generation. We were,
and we still lost.
We were one of the favourites. They basically never. They didn't get on.
Was that because team chemistry?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. Their club rivalries were so great that the Man United players would come to the training camp with England, Chelsea, Liverpool, Arsenal, etc. And they'd all sit with each other. Yeah. Not all together, sorry. Like the Man United guys would sit. They wouldn't speak. Squads. Yeah. I mean, they'd be a little bit civil, but like...
Yeah.
I mean, they just kicked the shit out of each other on like the weekend just gone.
Yeah, they shanked each other in the fucking change rooms.
And then they come in like trying to be buddy-buddy, but now it's like the last few years there's been a lot of camaraderie in the squad, but like just haven't been able to get over the line. Yeah. But we've got a German manager in.
Is that even legal? Das legal?
Wow, das has happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't think it went over too well, but he has got a good record of winning things. So there's that. I don't think it's coming home. I don't think it will ever come home in my lifetime. It's just an England thing. I think.
Cursed. Do you reckon we were like magically cursed at one point, or is it something about how we do England football training? Because who won the World Cup last?
The last one was Argentina. Messi won it. It's the only thing he was sort of missing. Yeah. That's why I have a sneaky feeling that Ronaldo, because he hasn't, everyone's like, oh, Messi's definitely the GOAT, and I think that is true. But I think Ronaldo
Portugal got a good overall squad, though.
Yeah, they're good, bro. They're good. And like he's like going to be 40. He is 40. So he might be 41 at the next World Cup.
Ronaldo, I don't think Ronaldo and Bron have very similar careers.
Yeah. I just think I have a sick feeling in my stomach that they're going to do it, and then like it's going to
be on demon time, mate.
Yeah, and Ronaldo won the World Cup at 41, and like that's a joke, to be honest. Not even. I don't think he will even be that.
That's the same
pivotal.
nightmare scenario for you as like if Bron won his 5th championship right now, and the MJ GOAT case gets weaker and weaker.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I have my allegiances is with MJ, but like the gap between, because I still love Bron.
Yeah,
I do like Ronaldo, but I don't love Ronaldo.
I saw my favourite take the other day on that. That was MJ is the greatest of all time. Because of the myth, the legacy, the unbeaten.
He said it. Got it.
I said this is the take. But LeBron is the best player of all time. Skill-wise,
I could agree with that. I could agree with that.
I was like, right now, that's the valid case. Because ultimately he doesn't have the same amount of chips, but he's actually a better player.
Yeah, but he's like a freak.
Yeah.
That's like...
dude was destined to ball.
Ronaldo's like the most...
And I suppose it's similar Messi versus Ronaldo case.
Physically, I don't know. The way he takes care of himself, the way like where he's got to, but Messi's just like was born. I mean, he did have to like get growth enhancers because he literally wasn't going to get over like 5 foot tall.
Everyone needs a little helping hand every now and then.
Maybe there's something. You're
telling me Ronaldo's never touched roids in his life. You're lying, bro. You seen that guy?
Clip it.
Talking to you, brother. Don't know when the Hulkster is coming out today. Been possessed. I feel like saying the N-word.
Do it. Don't demonetize
it. We ain't making shit from this. What was I going to say? There's...
I can dream.
No, I've forgotten what it was now. But
sorry.
So England, Portugal. Who else is in the 3 that you think might win?
I think Spain won the Euros and they're a threat.
Okay, Spain. So I mean,
Argentina Messi could do a double. Imagine He's definitely going to be. They're both going to be there. Like, they're not going to not. This will be their last one each, though, like, for sure.
It's the best case finals apart from England winning. Portugal, Argentina.
Oh, mate.
I think I would watch that.
That would be it. They would just be
right.
They might as well get in a boxing ring at this point. At that point, like it would just that would be what it feels
next
like.
KSI fight. I need you to watch an anime called Blue Lock, bro.
Blue Lock. Okay.
I've told you about this one before, the football one.
Oh yeah, you told me. Yeah.
300 strikers in one arena. In one like training ground.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say
with the ultimate goal of creating one solitary hero striker that beats everyone by being the most selfish person you can create on a squad. Will never pass.
That'd be Ronaldo.
And there are really obvious caricatures for all the main characters. So there's a guy called Burrow, he calls himself King Burrow because he just doesn't pass. He's just a prick. He's even got Ronaldo's hair. But there's this one clip where he's like, you think he's just about to learn, he's just going to learn how to pass. There's two people in front of me, the main character and another character, that they're in the perfect position. It would be an absolute layup for them to pass, And as soon as he does it, it does really dramatic like sketches and things over it to like manifest and make it look sick. You just get all these visuals of like corpses like grabbing onto him, of like all people's dead dreams and shit because he's about to pass and give the responsibility to someone else. And he has a full flashback of him in his room chugging beer, watching these two win the World Cup while he's at home, and he's just like, "Fuck that!" and just starts chop fainting everyone and just smashes an absolute goal. And I was like, "You gotta watch this because it's so it's so Ronaldo."
Like, that's
bro.
him. That's him, bro.
But like, I think everyone's had that moment. It's like, "Fuck that." That's me. It's all about creating an egoist, they call it. You have to be the greatest egoist.
I saw a clip from like when he was at Man United, so he must have been like 25, and like some reporters asked him and another player, Rio Ferdinand, he was like, Rio was like Maradona, because it's like 20 years ago, and he just went, me. At that point, and he was on the verge of becoming the best player in the world at the time, but like, he was just straight out like me.
Yeah.
He's been like that since day dot, and then this Messi guy came out, he's like, otherwise he would have probably done it easily.
Rage quitting, mate, honestly.
He would have had that locked down.
We'll have to do a special footy and anime and stuff next time, but
we'll finish up predictions part 2 probably next time.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about still, but we've got some good stuff in there. But appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the lovely stuff to get things growing. We're going to be sharing lots of clips and all the other stuff in the podcast. If you want to tune in next time, PBZ TV on YouTube, and I'll see you soon.
See you then.
Yo.